Hello all, welcome to Shiva Astro channel. In this video series, we are going to discuss the basics of Panch Mahapurusha Yogas. Let us first understand what Panch Mahapurusha Yoga is. Mahapurusha, by its term means Maha and Purush. That is a great man, an idealistic person. This person does something for the upliftment of the society and takes an extra step. Panch Mahapurusha causes a warrior-like image. As per our ancient texts, you can think the Panch Mahapurusha as five Pandava brothers who works in harmony. In a horoscope, there are four kendras, and these four kendras are called the four pillars of the horoscope, and they are the house number 1, 4, 7, and 10, and are termed as Vishnu Sthanas. Now, as we can see in the beautiful image over here, the house number 1, house number 4, house number 7, and house number 10. These are four kendras, and Mahapurusha Yoga is formed when the planets are present in their own or in their exaltation sign in these kendra houses. Now let us see which planets are forming this yoga. The planets which give rise to Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. If they are present in any of the Kendra houses in their own or exaltation sign, then a Mahapurusha Yoga is formed. Note, these yogas has to be observed or seen only from the ascendant chart and not from the moon chart or Chandra Kundali. Now let us see why only these five planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn give rise to Mahapurusha Yoga, and why not other planets like Moon, Sun, Rahu, and Ketu. You know, as we know that our body is made up of Panch Tattva, that is five different tattvas, which are also called Panch Bhuta sometimes. And each of these planets is associated directly associated with these tattvas. Hence, they give rise to Mahapurush yogas, as they are directly related to the sustenance of the body. In this physical plane. Mercury is associated with earth element, that is Prithvi Tattva. Similarly, Venus is associated with water element, that is Jala Tattva. Mars is associated with fire element, that is Agni Tattva. Jupiter is associated with sky Tattva or Akash, sky element or the Akash Tattva. Similarly, Saturn is associated with air element or the Vayu Tattva. Now, Sun and Moon cannot generate these Mahapurusha yogas because they represent our whole body and mind and not the individual tattvas which are responsible to drive our body. You know, for example, Mars give us energy to move our legs and to roam here and there. Jupiter binds each and every element. It is the binding factor by which all the energies in the body work together in a coherence, in a harmony. Saturn is again associated with Vayu or the breath which we take. That's why Saturn decides our breath. It is Ayush Karka. So now let us see what are the different planets causing what different Panch Mahapurusha yogas. Mercury is associated with earth element, that is Prithvi Tattva, and forms Bhadra Mahapurusha yoga. Venus is associated with water or Jala Tattva and forms Malavya Yoga. Similarly, Mars is associated with fire or Agni Tattva and forms Ruchak Mahapurusha Yoga. Jupiter is associated with sky or Akash Tattva and forms Hams Mahapurusha Yoga. And lastly, Saturn is associated, or Saturn represents the Vayu or the air element and forms Shash Mahapurusha Yoga. Now, we can see that in even our charts or any of other native chart, there is a Panch Mahapurusha Yoga forming, but it is not giving result to that extent. For example, let's take an example of Saturn. Saturn stays in a particular Rashi for 2.5 years, so it can form Shash Mahapurush Yoga for many people. Within that time period of 2.5 years. So does that mean When Saturn is in, let's say, Libra for 2.5 years, and many people are having blessed with such Mahapurusha Yoga, are going to enjoy the same magnitude of the yoga or not? So the answer is no. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone is going to, who is formed under Shash, who is born under Shash Mahapurusha Yoga, is going to enjoy the yoga to the fullest. There are few conditions which decrease the effectiveness or the gravity of this yoga. For example, conjunction of malefics, or I would say functional malefics, with the planet causing Pancha Yoga. For example, Jupiter in ascendant, Sagittarius ascendant itself, giving rise to Pancha Yoga can give great results. But if it is conjoined with Rahu, will the results be same? No. The effectiveness of the Yoga will decrease. Similarly, let's say if Saturn is in the Libra ascendant itself and is forming such Mahapurusha Yoga, and let's say Saturn is in early degree of like 2 degree or 3 degrees, or it is he's very old, let's say 27 or 28 degrees, then is the effectiveness of yoga going to be the same? No, the effectiveness is going to decrease. If the person is having weak moon and sun in the chart, then also the effectiveness of this yoga is getting decreased to an extent. Now, when we can see that we have to especially pay attention to this point, when planet is forming a Mahapurusha yoga, being in Kendra and in the exaltation sign, the dispositor of the house, or the house, I would say the Rashi Lord, should not be weak. Let's say if Saturn is in Libra exalted in the seventh house for Aries ascendant, Venus should not be afflicted. Venus should not be debilitated or combusted or in Graha Yudh, you know. So the dignity of Venus or the dispositor of Saturn also matters in this case. Similarly, planet causing Panch Mahapurusha Yoga, if it is present in any of the Kendra which is having presence of Dagda Rashi, then this can also cause an issue, or it can also cause a decrease in the effectiveness of yoga. For example, let's say Mercury is present in the fourth house, let's say, okay, and it is in the Virgo sign, and this fourth house is having Dagda Rashi, then definitely the effectiveness of yoga will not be there. Now let us try to understand about Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. As we have discussed, planet Mercury forms Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga, and when Mercury is either present in the Gemini or the Virgo sign, this yoga is formed. Now, this chart shows the presence of Mercury in different Kendra houses and respective Rashis. For example, Mercury can be in the ascendant itself for Gemini rising or Virgo rising and can form Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. And good thing here is that Mercury gets Digbal too. So this is a very good combination, very good uh, yoga to be formed for Gemini or Virgo rising people. Similarly, Mercury could be in the fourth house and it can be in Gemini or Virgo Rashis. So hence for seventh house and 10th house. Now, these are the applicable ascendants for which Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga is formed. It can be either formed for Gemini ascendant, for Virgo ascendant, for Sagittarius ascendant, or for Pisces ascendant. For Gemini ascendant, it can be either in first or fourth house. For Virgo ascendant, it can be either in first or 10th house, and so on. Now, the thing which needs to be noted here is that Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga is formed only in the ascendants mainly ruled by Mercury and Jupiter. Interesting, isn't it? We will discuss this thing in detailed in some other video. Now, Mercury has 8 variations of Bhadra Yoga caused by its presence in the Kendra houses. For example, Mercury can be present in Gemini. It can be either in first or fourth house. So these are 2 variations. Similarly, it can be either in first or 10th house for Virgo ascendant. These are 2 different variants. So in total, we have total of 8 variations of Bhadra Yoga caused by Mercury. Now let us see different ascendants as we have seen in this table and the placement of Mercury. Mercury can be in the ascendant itself, or it can be in the fourth house uh, in the Virgo sign. So these two different combination give rise to two different variations of Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. Similarly, for Virgo rising, Mercury can be present in the ascendant itself or in the 10th house and can give rise to Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. Similarly, for 7th and 10th house for Sagittarius ascendant, and similarly in 4th or 7th house for Pisces ascendant. Let us see the results and characteristics of Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. Now, as we see, Mercury is primary karaka of speech, communication, and application of mind. Hence, this yoga enhances these specific qualities in a person. That is, a person is very much successful in influencing other from speech and language. He is also able to learn different languages. He's able to grasp different languages very fastly, and when he starts to speaking, person will the other persons will show interest in listening what he's saying and will get influence towards what he's saying. you know Other is that these people are very influential and they like to enjoy their life in their own style. You know why? Mercury is usually associated with the child. Mercury is a child planet, and you know what children are doing? They just roam here and there, and they just live their own life without any taking any tension or any worries. So they are just free roaming here and there. So these people, so this childish quality also can be seen in such people. They are very tactful because the application of mind. Mercury's application of mind as well. So these people can be tactful and they are very much they can get their work done from others just by their sweet talks. They are expert in field of communication. If Mercury is not combust, the native will have good skin. Now they have tendency to grow mustaches and beard. You can see the people having Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga have some good mustaches and beards. They are splendorous and have very well developed chest. They have very well shaped and sharp nose. They are independent by nature and they are protector of their family. Actually, I would say there in all the Mahapurusha Yoga, the person, if any of the yogas from the person would be protector of their family because it is directly associated with the sustenance in this physical plane. So he will protect himself and the family too. Now, again, as we have discussed, the fructification of this yoga, the degree to which it is going to get fructified depends upon the planets which Mercury is conjoining or aspecting to. Let's say if Mercury is conjunct with Sun, the person will be well versed in the yoga activities. If Mercury is conjoined with Mars, the person is very well versed with the technology. Or else I would say technological communication, because Mars is technology and Mercury is communication, right? So it could be technical communication as well. So let us see two examples of Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. The very first example is of Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is the founder of the ISKCON and he was a great man who spread Hinduism in the whole world. So now you can see the speech. People used to follow him just by his speech. You can see the beautiful Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga getting formed in the 10th house. So other chart is of Mr. Bill Gates. We all know Bill Gates, right? So he is the founder of Microsoft Corporation, technical corporation. See the effect of Mars and Mercury over here. So he is also very good in communication when he presents, when he launches a Windows. Previously, you might would have seen when the previous versions of Windows like Windows 95, 98 or Windows XPs were launched, and what brilliant speeches he gave that related to technical things. So yeah, these are two different charts where beautifully the Bhadra Mahapurusha have manifested. You know. So in other videos, we are going to discuss about other Mahapurusha yogas. And really thank you for listening to this video and looking forward you to see other videos as well. Thank you so much.